So in Texas, prosecutors and law enforcement, they're looking for little red flags that somebody may be involved not in just the mere possession of drugs, but actually in maybe selling it. And the kind of things they're looking for is first, obviously the quantity, right? If you got an ounce of marijuana versus having 20 pounds, there's a clear difference, a clear signal that you may be up to something. Other things they're looking for is, do you have a weapon on you, right? Is there a handgun in the vehicle? They're looking for baggies, paraphernalia, things like that. Another thing we see a lot of is large amounts of cash that they're going to try to seize through the process of going to court. Those are the red flags that they're looking for. Increasingly, police officers are also looking through your social media, text messages. Are you on Instagram showing yourself with cash and drugs? Are you text messaging with lots of people through different social media apps, meeting up with people? These are all the things that they're going to use to change and enhance your case from possession to the enhanced charge of selling drugs. So in these kind of cases, the things that the prosecutors and police and law enforcement are looking at are telltale signs that you are engaged in something more than mere possession. A lot of times we'll see things like a large amount of cash. We'll see weapons. We'll see paraphernalia, things like little bags and scales, things like that, along with your social media. Phone calls are often listened to. Text messages are read. Social media is looked through. And those are the kind of signs that the law enforcement is looking for to enhance your case from just possession all the way up to selling drugs. Yeah, so we had a case a while back where somebody was pulled over, and in their vehicle, they had a small amount of marijuana, but they also had a large amount of cash. And so the theory from the prosecutors and from law enforcement was that our client must have, of course, been engaged in selling drugs. Why would they have such a large amount of cash otherwise? So they seized the cash. We went to court, and our client was charged with a serious felony. What we were able to do through the court process was show that our client was actually a construction worker and was often paid in cash, and that he had just completed a job earlier that day, and that's why he had all the cash. In that case, we were able to have the cash returned to him because it wasn't illegal, and we were able to have his case reduced from a serious felony where they thought he was selling drugs down to a mere possession charge, and we were able to keep it off his record that way. So one of the misconceptions we get from our clients is this idea that somehow if they have their social media set to private, if they've got their phones locked and passcode, that somehow that evidence cannot be used against you. Law enforcement has gotten really good at subpoenaing and getting into phones and using all that evidence. Just because you've deleted it also doesn't mean that someone else hasn't deleted it. So a lot of times that social media evidence, even if they think, hey, I can't be used against you, it always seems to find its way into court. But Texas takes drug cases really seriously, and so if you find yourself with a serious drug case, make sure to give us a call. We've handled a lot of cases like that, and what we can do is give you a free strategy session. We can walk through the defenses that have worked in the past. We can check law enforcement for any errors, any mistakes, anything procedurally that they did wrong. That way we can try to put this case behind you. That way you can move on with your life and not have this kind of drag you down.